Hey, guys. This is Sean DeGray. Nobody knows who that is, but it's me.
And you are listening to
The Gritty Bowman.
It's all in perspective, right? If you could make $150,000 a year, but you had to work 80 hours a week and you were committed to a corporation that you hated what you did, is that more lucrative than making $70,000 a year doing what you love with a lot of free time? And who's richer?
One of the things I never want to say, and I even think this with life, is I never want to say, like, what if? Like, what? I hate that. I hate that feeling. What if I would have done this? Or what if I would have just tried this? Or what if? What if? And there's very few things that I say what if about. Very few things. And that gives me a lot of peace of mind. So that helps give me drive, because I don't want to ever say what if.
Randy always says this, you're going to run out of health before you run out of money.
All right, folks. Welcome to the Gritty Bowman podcast. We're in, is this Indianapolis?
It's Indianapolis.
Yeah, I thought so.
It is.
At the Archery Trade Association, the ATA show. And I am joined by Luc Douglas, and it's called
Head Hangerz.
Head Hangerz. And I also have my buddy, Aaron Hitchins from Rockhouse Motion. Nice hat.
Thank you.
Nice hat. I love it.
I sat on it, and the thing
Aaron,
with the
tell the
hats,
truth. Were you drunk last night?
Yeah. Yep.
So,
and the night before.
not a shocker.
Not Mormon guys.
Yeah.
So, Aaron just introduced me to Luc Douglas, and this Head Hangerz. You come out with a new product called Head Hangerz.
Yes.
And how long? Let's describe this, Aaron. What exactly are we looking at?
So basically, European mounts are kind of an unwieldy thing. You know, you wire them to the wall or whatever else, and basically what Luc's done and his partner have developed something that you can hang and display antlers or a Euro skull in basically, I think, the best way. Super simple design, but it's smart. And what they've done is they have the tabletop one, which is probably my favorite because you can put it on a coffee table or in the corner of a room. You can move it around all the time. And you know, the thing with skulls is hopefully you keep getting more of them. So sometimes you want, you know, if you have one up there and you don't quite like it, you can move it really easily. And then they also have ones that hang on the wall, and one that I think is actually super innovative and something that I've struggled with in the past is a corner one. So you basically have that product, and it's how wide of a deer can it hold?
25 inches.
25 inches. I don't shoot deer that big, so I don't have to worry.
I know. So you can put this in, for people that are watching, there's a corner mount, and it goes in the corner of your wall, wherever you're at your house. Yep. You're in a room, and you can use that dead space that is often kind of not used, and you can display those mounts there.
Exactly right. Utilize dead space that don't get used.
Mm-hmm. And this people that can't see it, this pedestal one, what do you call it?
I call it a skull stand.
Skull stand. This one can go on like a coffee table or whatever you got. And this one's sweet because it has the Gritty Bowman logo etched into it, which is rad. Mm-hmm. And then it'll just set right on the table, and you don't have to screw the head in or anything like that. It'll mount just right on the post that you have there.
You don't have to alter the skull or change it anyway. You just bowl it out and clean it out. Utilize the skull hole. It just slides in about halfway and locks it secure. And
that's awesome. So how did you guys meet?
We met in Kansas. So Luc lives basically in the same area as Rockhouse headquarters.
Okay.
Yeah.
So have you known Dustin for a while, or?
I knew Dustin first. Yeah. I haven't known him for a long time, but a couple of years anyway. Yes.
And you trust Dustin. Aaron's another story.
Yeah.
You gotta take him with some. Be careful.
Yeah.
No, they're both salts of the earth.
Yeah. Right.
The issue is that he's got Logan, which really
balances
him out. Right? It saves his soul.
Yeah.
But so where did you come up with this idea?
Several years ago, had a family friend that was a taxidermist, and she wanted a way to make them, and I started making them for her, just for her business, and then it grew into me making them and not selling them. And then my business partner, Nate, said, you ought to sell them things. And I said, well, I just give them out to friends and family. And he goes, no, we need to sell them. I said, I don't know how to start. And he goes, well, give me 5 minutes, we'll get it figured out. And then 6 months later, we had a business going, and this is our fourth year business.
Wow.
And we've just been going crazy, having fun.
What sells the most?
Our original brackets.
Really?
The small ones.
These little small ones,
Yes.
huh? That's it, huh? That's pretty dang simple.
It's simple. It's simple, and the thing is I love that about it compared to some of the other stuff that I've seen, because it's just, hey, one piece, but it works, and it's perfectly sized, so you can pop them on and off, and I love having them around the house.
Yeah, I think. So when you started this, it was how many years ago? 4.
Yeah, this is
2015.
Yeah, 2015 was official start. I've been making them since 2009. So,
well, there's not much to talk about in terms of the design. It's like these are super simple.
yeah, the whole goal was to make it no thrills and no special, just something simple that works, and it don't take away from the skull or distract you or anything. You just put it up, and actually the skull covers it up and hides it most times, so you don't even see it.
So this skull stand, do you sell those? Like, can a guy get it custom done?
Yes,
We're working
on that.
right now.
Yeah.
Because that is super neat. To put someone's logo or whatever.
If you travel to hunt and you're a Western hunter and you shoot a deer in Utah, you can put the state map in there.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Each one is like a different map or has some kind of significance. You can do a theme.
Score,
with it.
if that's your thing. You could put, if it's somebody's first deer, they're a great gift. We actually made them at Rockhouse. We had them do a bunch with our arrow logo in there, and we sent them to clients and friends who successfully, acquire skulls.
Yeah.
Very cool. So this Skull Shine lit kit, LED lit kit, tell me about that.
That is made by a friend of ours up in New York, and it's LED strips. There's 3 of them, and I may get it backwards, but there's 21 different modes and 20 different color options that you can go through, and so it pulses, it stays on. You can change the colors, the density, It's really neat. It's really
very
neat. Yeah.
Taylor.
Yeah.
So it'll kind of light up the skull.
Mm-hmm. It's awesome.
Huh.
They make a very good.
Make good nightlight.
Yes.
Our
Kids love
7-year-old boy loves the heck out of it. So
And this is Alicia.
yes.
And you two are husband and wife.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't want to jump to conclusions there, but
I do all the behind the scenes stuff.
do you?
Yeah.
She shoots
So
a big deer, too.
she saves the day.
Yeah.
I did.
She mails them all for us.
So people can find you on your website, www.headhangerz, and Head Hangerz is with a Z.
Yes.
.com, and you're on Instagram at Head Hangerz
Yes.
with a Z.
I would call it a Z for our multinational
Z.
viewers,
Yeah.
fellow
Okay.
Canadians.
That's
Yeah.
a good call.
Yeah.
I'm not as international as Aaron is.
No, he comes from parts unknown.
Yes.
So.
and the other thing, I'm assuming if I go out there and check out Instagram, I can see actual images of skulls
Yes.
hanging up and stuff like that.
And our Facebook page, we have them on there. And our website, too.
It'd be cool to see the LEDs in action.
Yes, they are cool. And all of our website, they took all our pictures for us. Actually, Dustin took all our pictures for us for our website,
Rockhouse.
so you can go on there and see them. So
Very cool.
Been very, very good to us. So helping us out.
Sweet. Well, folks, check them out. Super cool. I got a custom Gritty Bowman stand here.
I actually have 3 of them.
I know. And I'm going to need them because I've shot 3 whitetails this year.
Perfect. And they make them that hold elk, too. That's another.
Yep.
Really? Because elk they're big.
Yeah, not the table stands, but our wall mounts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can do it.
What about antelope?
Perfect. Yeah,
Those work
Really?
excellent.
yeah. Everything with the smaller tabs will hold bear, elk. Oh no, bear, whitetail, mule deer.
Pigs.
Coyotes, things with smaller diameters as far as the brainstem cavity goes.
Nice.
And the customization is super cool. I can't say enough for how much with our business people love those things.
Yeah.
Obviously we have a cooler logo than you do,
Yeah.
but other than that,
Yeah, for sure. Rockhouse. It's like, no, the Head Hangerz.
for sure.
I like it. Hang your own head.
Yeah.
I like the tagline.
Hang your head high.
Hang your head
Oh,
up.
I can't read.
Yeah.
Hang your head high.
It's in Braille, so you got to feel it.
Hang your, yes.
Or just set it on the table.
Yeah.
Or
As
just,
high as you want.
No, I really like it. My wife actually, we've got a couple of skulls back the other day from the taxidermist. I kind of boiled them and pressure washed them, cleaned them up, but then I had a guy kind of finish them off. Brought them back to the house, and she wants them on the tables, like in the living room, the different rooms. She's like, I really like being able to display them like this, and I actually didn't have anything like that. I have a skull hooker one, but it has a little swinging thing on it, and it's a little more. It's not as stable, and I got to screw into the wall. But again, there were problems with the, there's a lot of just flimsiness there. So this is really neat. It's super simple, and I like the look and feel of it. It feels fairly masculine.
It's robust.
Yes.
It's good stuff.
That another thing I will add about those is like that dead space you have on the tops of your cabinets in your kitchens.
Uh-huh.
If you set those on the top of there and you put your skull on there, it just looks like it's just floating in midair because you can't see the stand itself. You just see the skull sitting up there. I know it sounds kind of weird,
Yeah.
It
but
sounds
I like that
rad.
idea.
Yeah.
It looks
sounds awesome.
cool.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
really does look cool.
All right. Well, cool, guys. Thanks for coming on the podcast. And, folks, go check out headhangers.com. And if you're getting you got some skulls to mount, check it out.
Good luck getting those skulls to mount.
Yes. What do you mean? Like getting a deer?
I'm wishing people successful hunts.
Yeah.
That didn't come across very clear.
Good luck to you and yours
On
this
your-
upcoming season. May your arrows fly true, and may you decide to forego shoulder mounts,
And,
boil the skulls,
yes.
and then celebrate them with a beautiful American-made or
That's
small business,
Kansas.
That's right.
Kansas. Head hanger.
Yes. And another thing, if you're not following Aaron Hitchins on Instagram, go check that out because the stories with you and your mother are the best.
Thank you.
They're the best. And like the one where you went out with her on was that her first hunting trip?
Yeah, it's first time deer hunting.
First time deer hunting? And she watched you really blow
Miss.
it.
Yeah,
miss deer at easy ranges.
Yeah, quite close.
And that was one of the best Instagram stories I've seen in a long time.
I'm glad you enjoyed that day because while the great outdoors were beautiful and the time with my mother is always enjoyed, I was upset.
What I liked was how happy she was.
She, this is the biggest deer I've seen in this area by far. And it's at 20 yards and we're on foot. And
here's where the excuses come.
No, I'm not saying excuses. I'm just saying that it was like a absolutely once in a lifetime opportunity. And I'm flinging arrows at this thing and it's still alive and it runs away. And she's like, "Oh, we'll just go find another one." I'm like, "Maureen, that is not how this works." This may happen again in 20 years. But as far as today's hike, I think that our opportunities have concluded. She's like, "Oh, I'll find you another one." Dauphin walks out like an hour and a half later. She's like, "See, I told you I'd find another one." Not the same thing.
That's awesome. Yep. Go follow Aaron. And anyway, thanks guys for coming on the podcast.
Thanks
for
Thank
these
you.
stands. Sweet stuff. Stay greedy. Despite our ever-changing, ever-indignant world with its growing ignorance of and indifference to the ways of the wild, I remain a predator, pitying those who revel in artificiality and synthetic success while regarding me and my kind as relics of a time and place no longer valued or understood. I stalk a real world of dark wood and tall grass stirred by a restless wind blowing across sunlit water and beneath star-strewn sky. And on those occasions when I choose to kill, to claim some small part of nature's bounty for my own, I do so by choice, quickly, with the learned efficiency of a skilled hunter. Further, in my heart and mind, I know the truth and make no apologies for my actions or my place in time. Others around me may opt to eat only plants, nuts, and fruits. Still others may employ faceless strangers to procure their meats, their leather, their feathers, and all those niceties and necessities of life. Such is their right, of course, and I wish them well. All I ask in return is no one begrudge me, and all of us who may answer the primordial stirrings within our hunter souls, my right to do some of these things myself. What you just heard is a quote from M.R. James. We truly live in a world that is largely ignorant and indifferent to the ways of the wild. And although some regard us as relics of a time and place no longer valued or understood, we have the opportunity to change the way these people view the hunter and the hunt. We can share our experiences and nature's bounty with those who employ these faceless strangers. And by so doing, we make a difference, not just for ourselves, but for the wild animals and the wild places we care so deeply about. Never stop sharing your passion for hunting and the outdoors. Our wild animals and our wild places depend on it.
This is Ty Stubblefield, and you're listening to The Gritty Bowman.
Gritty Bowman.